Hey, okay, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to take a look. We're actually going to do an installation of a new release candidate for MX Linux. I think it's what for number. Let's see. So here we go. YouTube for MX Linux, a new release candidate 1. Okay. It was actually just released like on October the 25th. So there we go, release candidate 1. Good. Let's go over here. Now, this install should take about, it should take about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's open up Oracle VirtualBox. Let's click New, RC1. Let's choose the ISO. '25 XFCE. Good. 25. We're going to say Linux. I believe it's based on maybe Debian, is it? All right. Specific hardware. 16 gigabytes of memory roughly. We'll give it the traditional force processors. Disk space, let's say 50, just in case you want to download some crazy stuff. Okay, yeah, let's pre-allocate the disk, okay? And as always, don't be bashful. Stop by the chat section and say hi, okay? Now, MX Linux is based on anti-X Linux. Okay, it's intended to be very small and compact and not take up much space and not use much resources. Okay, so now we come up here. We click the error to start it up. Start me up. Start me up. I don't know. All of a sudden, a Rolling Stones song came to mind. Over here, we're going to set this, give it to this. Let's change view to scale. All right, let me come back over here. Let's just expand this out over to about here, okay? Okay, so we're going to do RC candidate 1. Let's do a release. And the main thing we want to look for is that they fix the screen resolution, because on the last beta 1, the screen resolution was resetting every time you logged out or rebooted the system. Outside of that, I didn't have any problems with it, okay? Oh, the other thing we want to check the Python version, all right? Infinity, there you go. Run live scripts. So what we'll do here today is we will hopefully that's not an indication of things to come. It's over there for. So the main thing we want to do is we want to do an install. We're going to reboot into the installation, reset the screen resolution, log out and back in. install MX Linux. Checking the installations, escape to yes. Next, again, the installation process. We're going to actually do an encryption just for the fun of it. And now for a DT would say a strong and complicated password. Swap. Oh shoot. Yeah, let's give it ZRAM swap. Recommended for maximum 100%. Next. I think that may be due. Next. I prefer, as you might, it's come no surprise. Let's see. J. Another strong and complicated password. I'm feeling frisky. Save live desktop changes. Okay, so I'm guessing if I went in and I changed the resolution, it would change it, but we're not going to do that. We're also going to be a little frisky. We're not going to enable. We're not going to enable the root account. Okay. So, anyway, as I was saying, if the screen resolutions works, okay, then we'll install UV package manager and fish, and then we'll try to use the fish config to configure the prompt and even the theme. Okay. So let's come back in a couple of moments here. Let's minimize this also. All right. Let's go fish scale. Because it has this wonderful fish has this wonderful config program, we should be able to set the prompt and the theme also. Okay. Read your mind. Abbreviations. Glorious VGA caller. Web-based configuration. Okay, good. Tutorial. Why fish? Getting started. Once you just install type fish. Learning fish. Okay, the tutorial soon. Basic understanding of command line instructions. If you are having a strong understanding of other shells and want to know what fish does differently, search for the phrase "unlike other shells," which is used to call out important differences. Okay, or if you want a quick overview of the differences to other shells, do this. Fish for bass users. Okay. We're getting close. We're at 77%. Let's see. So we'll time it up to the point of login. Okay, so we'll time it through the reboot. So the time from the installation A friend of mine from Tunisia just texted me. I wonder what she's up to. Yeah. No. I would have to ask AI. Okay. Data science. A good question. Honestly, I would ask AI. You know, well, I mean, to a certain extent, a data scientist. Well, I would ask AI. Okay, but I would say off the top of my head, a data scientist actually uses the data, say to make okay, good. Okay, good. Let's come back over here. Let's bring this back out over here. And so automatic reboot the system when the installer is closed. Let's finish. Let's come back over here now. Make sure the is uninstalled. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Bootloader. Anti-Unix isn't found. Okay. So we're going to come back over here now. Console. F7 console default. Option. So we're going to come back over here now. We're going to close this, power this off. Now we're going to power it back on, and it should now boot into the installation. So it is based on Debian 13, which I believe is the latest Debian version, right? So what are we looking for? We're looking for, to make sure the screen resolution, once it's set, sticks. We're looking for the Python version. Okay, also. That's a good question. So I got to enter my my installation password. Set up successfully. So what is the difference between a data scientist and a data engineer? A data engineer, well, I would honestly have to ask AI, but off the top of my head, I would say a data engineer designs the database systems, designs how the data is going to be stored, basically, I'm thinking. Don't show startup again. Come over here, let's search for, first of all, so the first thing I'm going to check is see what the default screen resolution is, okay? View and update. So you see that for whatever reason, okay, the default resolution is 800 and 600, which I don't really understand, okay? It used to be that, what was the, in 1024, it was sort of like the, so we say keep configuration, okay, then we close. Let's close this right now. Let me come back over here. Okay. Let's do a log out and log back in. So let's confirm our screen resolution. And let's step back to 800 by 600. The first question, why is it using 800 by 600? You know, the most obvious question is upgrade. Maybe I need to upgrade to, it's still resetting. The first question, why is the default resolution 800 by 600? Okay, that's my first question. It makes no, here's the point. Why don't we set the screen, the default for anti-X is 10, so why is, I don't have this problem with anti-X, people, okay? Anti-X doesn't have this problem. I don't understand why this is, now, and here's the live stream, okay? If you go to, you'll see me actually reset the sign. Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Now, if you actually want to see, so I'm also going to post a link to the video, okay, to the video, the live stream to the forum. Now, you go to the, you'll see where I changed the resolution to 10. Log out and then log back in, and you see it's reset to this. I don't understand why it's happening. If this is based on anti-X, then what's the problem? Anti-X uses a different screen resolution. These start like 1080 by 800 or something like that. Why is it different on this? Press any key to continue. Close. Okay, so let's give it one more chance. Over here. Over here. 800 by 600. We are what? At what point in the video? We're in about 19 minutes into the video. Change this to something. Does make a difference which one. Apply. Keep configuration. Close. Log out. close. Open this back up, and it's back to 800 by 600. So there you have it, folks. Let's give it a chance to see if we could. Let's check Python version. Python not found. Python 3 from Deb. Okay, so let's shut this down and bring this live stream to a close.